Hello, everybody, and good evening. Naughty Nana Des. I had a busy day today. I had to go get my eyes checked getting new glasses. Had to go and get all adjusted, as my mother used to say, at the chiropractor. So I went and seen him. He's looking after my knee and my ankle and my hip. It's migrating north. Like a bunch of other things, apparently. Last night, the Mango Moose Knuckle, in true presidential form, went on social media to threaten Canada and Mexico. Yeah. He went on social media and said that on day one of his dictatorship, that he will sign an executive order that would put a 25% tariff on all goods, absolutely everything, shipped to the United States from both Mexico and Canada. China is only going to get a 10% one, but they've already got enough tariffs on them, but he's going to boost that by 10%. Now, I know for a fact that he hates our prime minister. I'm not a huge fan of the man, the policies, yes. But yeah, I know he hates our prime minister because Melania seems to have a thing for young Frenchmen. You know, Trudeau, Macron. She likes those guys in those really nice designer suits and the skinny pants and all that stuff because what's-his-face can't do that, just saying. But anyway, yeah, he's pissed. And he's pissed at Mexico because Mexico has a woman president. And he thinks he's going to get in there and just push her around. Oh, he's got another think coming, let me tell you. She's a strong woman, and she ain't going to take any crap from him, orange or otherwise. But, yeah, and Xi, I think Xi might have something on him because he backs away all the time from China. He's got to have something on him, I'm just saying. And also, all of his merch is made in China. So, gonna get China. Yeah. So, no, he's not going to get China. He's never going to get China again. Everyone's afraid of him. Nobody wants to go near that. He's a slimy, greasy pig. But first off, Canada's trade is worth over $1 trillion a year. That's right. Now, he says these tariffs are because our border here in Canada, well, and Mexico's, is dangerous. And apparently we're not sending our best, just saying. And Canada is sending too much fentanyl. Actually, it's about 1 to 1.5% of drugs trafficked, up here anyway. Drug seizures coming from Canada to the United States of America are down significantly from the past 2 years. According to Border Patrol data from the United States, about 25,000 kilograms of narcotics were seized between October 2022 and September 2023. It's down from 27.2 kilograms the year before that. And most cocaine comes in by sea. Just saying. Not across the northern border. The Mango Moose Knuckle says that we are allowing too many illegal immigrants into the United States because of our wide open border. We've always had really good border protocol between the two countries. Just saying. In 2024, there was 19,498 encounters from our massive country on the border between October 2023 and July 2024. 15,612 of them were from the Swanson sector, which runs along the Quebec, New York, and Vermont borders. But still, it pales into comparison what's going on at the southern border. We've always had very diplomatic relations when it comes to the Canadian-U.S. border, seeing as we are attached and all, and we've never had problems before until the Mango Moose Knuckle stuck his big moose knuckle in there. And apparently we're getting a few thousand more in a month. So it is becoming a problem. It's not a huge problem, but it's becoming a problem, and we are looking at ways to tighten it up. We're decreasing immigration by 20%. We're stopping more students from coming in. Housing is getting too expensive here, and we don't have enough housing. So until that's what we want to do. The numbers spiked in May, however, to over 3,000 that month, but has since started to come down. But the borders are down there. Mr. Haman, whatever the hell his name is, he wants to build a border wall. Going to have a fight with Vivek because apparently Vivek doesn't think that it's practical. Like, he would know practical. The guy's worth like $800 million. What does he know about practical? He don't give a shit. He could pay for it himself, for Christ's sake. Now, think of all the things that Canada sends to the United States and how my fellow Americans down there, my friends and my family, are going to suffer. Last year, Canada exported 81% of its crude oil production to the United States, and it was a record high, 4 million barrels a day. Natural gas, after meeting our needs, the rest is sent to the United States. And the reason why U.S. buys so much is because so much petroleum is because it's more profitable to import heavy oil than it is to dig it out of the ground themselves. So they just drag it across and refine it. And uranium, we have vast amounts of uranium up here. And all the energy cycle, we traded $198 billion in energy. Transportation equipment, second largest commodity imported by the United States. About 11.6 of their stuff comes from Canada that we send down there, 11.6%. Minerals, lime, cement, 32.2% of the total that comes into the United States comes from Canada. Medications, we all know that our medication's way cheaper than yours, and that's why they make deals to buy it from here and still charge you guys an arm and a friggin' leg and a kidney to buy it. Car parts and accessories, aircraft, spacecraft, vehicles alone, $58.21 billion a year. That's what our trade's worth, back and forth. Plastics, $14 billion in plastics that we send to the United States. Pearls, gold, precious stones, $12.4 billion. Electronics, think of those TVs that you're not going to be able to afford, $11.87 billion a year. Wood, charcoal, $11.53 billion a year. So a 25% tariff on products that you buy is going to cost you 50 to 75% more. So for instance, you want to buy that fancy dishwasher for $1,000? Good luck, because now that same $1,000 will cost you $1,500 to $1,750 for the same machine, because of we're going to stick it to Canada. His revered stock market, the day he came out with this yesterday, dropped significantly. And because of his crap, our Canadian dollar dropped. It rose by the end of trading that day when our prime minister decided to say, we're going to have a talk about this, and all the premiers across Canada are going to get together on a Zoom call tomorrow. In May 2020, like, our dollar is the lowest it's been since May 2020, when the Mango Moose Knuckle imposed tariffs on our softwood and aluminum, like 25%, 20%, I think he put on us. So we just turned around and said, oh yeah? Then fine. Any bourbon that comes in from Kentucky is going to be tariffed to the max. Oh, bitch McConnell didn't like that. They make a lot of money on Kentucky bourbon down there. He didn't like that one bit. That got changed around quite fast when Mr. Moose Knuckle got sat down and had things explained to him. A little harsh, I would imagine, because we all know bitch McConnell ain't no fan of the Mango Moose Knuckle. So just imagine how just one industry will suffer with all the stuff that he's going to tariff from us. Housing. Housing is big because he's going to tariff softwood, cement, aluminum, steel, iron. Yeah. Who's going to be able to afford to build those houses because they know they're not going to have anybody that they're going to be able to sell them to? He is sticking it right up the American citizen's ass sideways. That's what he's doing. So how about just smaller things like edibles? We send down a ton of potatoes and soy, flour. flour. Simple things like that. And with the stuff from Mexico. He wants to put 200 to 500% tariffs on cars coming in from Mexico. And even with all the deportations and stuff, who's going to come and pick all that, all the produce and stuff? And not to mention, oh, Vivi's all excited. My husband's coming in the door there. Things like avocados. I think like 90% of avocados come from Mexico. Tomatoes. Fruit. All kinds of fruit. So, I don't think he quite thought that through. But anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. Be good to you first so you can be good to somebody else. I love you so much. Cheers, dears. Let's go cup of tea. Snowing again tonight now. Snowing again. I got my tickets today for the Radio City Rockettes. Pretty excited. Okay, you take care of you. I love you. Be safe. And if you're in a snowstorm or whatever, drive slow. Don't try and beat the other guy. It's not worth it. I love you all. Take care of you. Bye-bye.